been over 5 decades since BMW introduced the 5 Series. In that time, they've sold 10 million 5 Series. And through the 7 generations so far, it's always kind of been a test bed for technology for them. It was the first BMW with an onboard computer. It was the first BMW with a Hud system or a Hud display. And it was also the first world car with a lightweight alloy chassis, which brings us to the 8th generation. This is the 2024 BMW i5 M60 xDrive, the first all-electric 5 Series.
The all-wheel drive i5 is longer, wider, taller, and with a longer wheelbase than the outgoing 5 Series. It has received extensive exterior styling tweaks that give it a more athletic and sophisticated stance. The proportions and silhouette are unmistakably those of a BMW 5 Series. The front end features a new interpretation of the 5 Series twin headlights, and the iconic kidney grille gets a new design with optional contour lighting. Around back, the flat rear lights are divided by a chrome strip, and the bulky diffuser advertises the high-performance nature of this vehicle. Other exterior styling cues include a high shoulder line, black side skirts, flush-mounted door openers, and an embossed number 5 at the base of the C-pillar. That last item feels a little bit out of place on this otherwise exquisite design. Inside, the cabin reflects the performance prowess and technological features of the i5. The driver-centric cockpit has less buttons and controls than the outgoing model, with those functions now found in the 14.9-inch center-mounted control display. The steering wheel has been redesigned with a flattened lower section, and there's a new gear selector lever on the center console. The previous shifter was perfectly fine, so that latter one is more change for change's sake, I suppose. In that same vein, the sport seats have been redesigned, though the 7th generation seats were more than enough to do the job. The new BMW 5 Series is the brand's first model to feature a fully vegan interior as standard. The material, called Veganza, is on the surfaces of the seats, the dashboard, the door panels, and the steering wheel. The all-electric i5 is equipped with extensively enhanced 5th generation BMW xDrive technology, and with 601 horsepower is the most powerful 2024 5 Series to be released yet. Maximum output from the front motor is 261 horsepower and 250 from the rear motor. With M Sport Boost or the M Control function activated, maximum torque crests 600 pound-feet, translating to a 0 to 100 km/h sprint of just 3.8 seconds. The battery has a usable energy content of 81.2 kilowatt hours and can be charged up to 205 kilowatts. That's not as good as the competition, and the charging output is one of the few chinks in the i5's armor. EPA range figures have yet to be released, but expect them to be just over 400 kilometers on a full battery. A new range conservation mode called Max Range increases the range up to 25% by limiting speeds to 90 kilometers an hour and deactivating all climate functions. Driving dynamics are exceptional, as you'd expect in a 5 Series. Load distribution is almost 50-50, and the M-modified suspension, steering, and brake systems make this mid-sized sedan feel like a 2-seat sports car. Adaptive suspension professional comes standard, and electronically controlled shock absorbers, integral active steering, and new vertical dynamics management are available as options. Light alloy wheels in 18-inch or 19-inch sizes are standard. Also standard is an expanded range of systems for partially automated driving and parking. The highlight of this is the world's first active lane change assistant with eye confirmation. With this system activated, when safe to do so, the system suggests a lane change that can be carried out by simply looking in the exterior mirror to confirm the lane change. Personally, when driving a vehicle like a 5 Series, I prefer to keep my hands on the wheel. But there's no denying that these kind of autonomous systems are becoming more and more dominant in new vehicles, even ones designed with enthusiasts and enthusiastic drivers in mind.
After driving this electric vehicle through some great twisty roads here on the coastline of Portugal, this thing deserves M badging. It's responsive, it's powerful, it handles amazingly. And the great thing about the 2024 BMW i5 M60 xDrive, it's zero emission. Pricing for the i5 electric starts at $95,000, and the car is currently being delivered to Canadian dealerships. For Driving.ca, I'm Andrew McCready.